In the last video, we took a look at the AND logical operator, which allowed us to add more conditions to, say, an if statement, and all of them needed to be true in order to have a true reading for your if statement, and then you can execute the code inside of it. Now, I want to take a look at one more logical operator, which is the OR logical operator, and it will serve the same function, whereas it will allow you to add more conditions. However, unlike the AND logical operator, which required everything to be true. So if you had 2, it had to be true. If you had 5, they all had to be true. This one will only require 1 to be true. So only 1 needs to be true. If you had 100 things listed in your conditions, only 1 of them will need to be true. So we're going to take a look at that right now. So we're going to start off with some variables, and I'm going to go ahead and make a lot of variables because we're going to get pretty crazy with the variables again, just so you guys can see how many variables you can use for this. It does not matter. There's no limit. Go ahead and make these, and we'll make one more. We'll make B. So we'll go ahead with like this. So those are our variables, and we're going to go ahead and make an if statement. So we're going to write if, then in the condition, we are going to leave that blank for now. Let's just go ahead and get everything written, then we can write it inside. Now we will print something out on the screen to indicate whether or not we are successful in what we were trying to do. This is indicating that we had a successful if statement. And that successful if statement will mean at least one of these things that we're going to be putting is true, because we need OR. Just one of them needs to be true. And down here, I'm just going to write this will print no matter what. Because if I go ahead and if this was false and we didn't have anything else printing, then you wouldn't be able to tell if it worked or not. It would just be blank, right? We want to see that the program still runs, but we don't see this text. So in order to access this text, we need to have at least one of the things we're going to be putting inside of here to be true. So we'll start off extremely simple. We'll say x is greater than 500, and then the OR logical operator is these 2 bars called the pipeline. 2 bars, they're above your enter key. You will press shift and you'll press above the enter key where the backslash is. In order to access them, that will be OR, and we can say y is greater, or sorry, I put y is greater than 2. So this means this if statement will be true, and we will see the text that we put inside of the if statement if either x is greater than 500, which is not true, or y is greater than 2, which is true. So all this means if we go ahead and press build and run, we get a successful build here, and we are going to go see that we have our text here. This is the text that we wanted. It's printed. Ignore this. It's just telling me that we haven't used the variables yet, and we're going to be using them right now. So now, like I said, what if both of them are false? Let's go try that. So let's say I put like this. We know that neither of those conditions are true. X is not greater than 500 and Y is not greater than 200. So it doesn't work. So this is the print. This will print no matter what, and we don't get. This is indicating that we had a successful if statement. Text was not printed. So what if happens if we would go to add more of these? Let's go and add Z. And we'll say Z is greater than 5,000, which is not true. We'll go ahead and add A. We'll say A is greater than 20, which is not true. And then we'll go and add B, and we'll say B is greater than 1, which is true. Now, what's going to happen? Well, we know, like I said, we just need 1 to be true. We know that B is true. We separate them all by these 2 bars, and now we can go and press build and run, and we're going to find out that it's going to be true. We'll see down here, we're going to get our text. This is indicating that we had a successful if statement, and this will print no matter what. We don't care about that one. So right here, all you need is 1 of them to be true. What if 2 are true? What if I say Z was greater than 5, which is true? Z is 9. So it does not make a difference. No matter how many you have, they can all be true. 1 can be true. You just need 1. Minimum 1. Doesn't matter how many. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys understood logical operators. If you had any questions regarding the or the AND logical operators that we looked at in this video and the last one, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will respond to you as soon as possible. Hopefully I can help you out. Thank you very much for watching, and there will be more videos coming in this series.